Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be another Empties video where I go through all the beauty products I've used up this month and I let you know if it's something I think you should try or if it's worth repurchasing. I basically just give you a full review on all the things I've used up this month. Before we get started, we can point out the elephant in the room. My hair is significantly lighter than normal. I had a bit of a mishap when I redid my roots recently. It's a lot more yellow than I expected it to come out. I will be using a slew of purple shampoos and purple conditioners tonight, but I still wanted to film today. Anyway, I'm gonna sort everything out that I've used up into different categories, so let's just start with that. Okay, so let's start with makeup. The first product I want to talk about is the NARS Luminous Weightless Foundation. I am so excited to see this gone. It has taken me months and months and months to use it up. Even though it's a very liquidy formula and I use like 4 or 5 pumps to cover my entire face, it still took me a long time to use it up. For a portion of the time I was mixing it half and half with another foundation, so I think that's what took it so long. I had this in I think 2 project pans and it still wasn't gone, and it's finally empty. This was a good foundation. I really liked it, but NARS isn't cruelty free, so I won't repurchase. If you have any recommendations for a affordable cruelty free foundation, preferably one with a really good shade range, I'd like to from now on only recommend face products from brands that have a good range, and that way no matter what skin tone you have while you're watching, I want to recommend something that will work for you too. And with that I have another foundation. This was the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. I counted how many pumps were in it, like I put it from the glass bottle into this airless pump, and then I counted how many pumps came out of this. I talked about both of those foundations in my how long it takes up to use a foundation video that just came out maybe a week or so ago. I will clean this out and reuse it with other products that I want to put in a pump. I just think it's more sanitary that way, and I got this like in a 2-pack off Amazon's website. If I can find the link I'll put it below, but these are really handy. The next face product I have is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This was in the shade Brightener. I actually really like this. I think this is maybe the second or third one that I've used up. It's not from a cruelty-free brand though, so I won't repurchase. It's nice, it's very lightweight and very brightening. If you have a darker skin tone, I think this would look kind of ashy on you. But it worked really nicely for me as a color corrector. I used it before concealer and I really liked it. It's very thin, but it has decent coverage and it does have that color correcting, brightening aspect to it as well, so it was good. I think next I'm going to try the NYX Potted color corrector. I think that'll be the next one that I try. I have 2 mascaras here. They're both minis. This one is the Tarteist. I'm gonna go with Tarteist. And this one was okay. I think I definitely liked the other mascara I'm going to talk about in a second better. I did really like this, but I feel like it got dry and flaky pretty quickly, especially for being a smaller container. I don't know, I feel like it only lasted maybe a month and a half, and then after that the formula changed and I didn't really like it, so I don't think I would repurchase this. However, I would repurchase the IT Cosmetics Superhero. Luckily this is available in a travel size, so this one is $12 instead of spending $24 on a full size one. I'll probably repurchase the mini one again. This was really nice. I was very surprised. I always heard people say such good things about it, but I like the brush and I like the formula. It reminds me a lot of the Essence / Princess mascara. They have a really similar brush and I really liked this. I have the Essence one right now, but maybe once I use that one up I'll get this one again. I don't know, I just really liked it. It was good. I have an Anasazi Beverly Hills mini contour stick. This was in the shade Fawn. I know there is technically a little bit like actually in the container, but I'm not going to dig it out. I don't think it's worth it. I didn't really love this. It was a drier formula, so it was harder to blend in, and being that it was such a cool tone, slightly deeper shade, if I didn't blend it in perfectly, it would look kind of muddy. I think maybe I shouldn't mess around with cream contours. I feel like I'm just not that good of a makeup applier to make it work. I did like how it looked in photos maybe, but I feel like in real life it wasn't necessary. I don't feel like I need to like carve out my cheekbones either. Like I have a pretty full face and I don't really feel like I need to like change the shape of my face, you know? I feel like it's alright. So this is kind of an unnecessary product in my makeup routine, and it took forever. Like if you have one of these little travel size or mini size ones, it will last you forever, so imagine how long a full size of this would last you. So if you do get the full size, it's probably worth your money because you get a lot of use out of it, but for me, it's not something I would buy the full size in. And the last one was a huge surprise for me. It was the Tarte lip liner in the shade On Fleek. I'm pretty sure I wore this in my products I've had pan on video, and I do love the color. I really like the color of this a lot. Let me do a swatch. It's a very bright, cool, like, I don't know, it's cool tone, but it's still got some warmth to it. It's a beautiful shade, but I don't like the formula of these, and I don't like the setup. I much prefer lip liners that you have to sharpen. I don't like when they're in retractable containers like this, because a lot of times I would be applying it and a chunk of it would just fall off and it was just wasting product for no reason. And also, this was a very drying formula. My lips are very dry right now, and there was a time right before filming, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I wanted to wear this for a video, and the second I put it on, it just looked so terrible. I had to take it off. So it's like, I don't like the formula. It doesn't make my lips look good, but I still love the color. So if anyone knows of a color dupe, not a formula dupe, please let me know, because I did like it. I wouldn't repurchase. I have a couple skincare or makeup removing products, and then I have a couple body products. The first one is a micellar water. This is from Yes to Coconuts. I really, really like this. I would repurchase, but I probably won't, because I did find something that's more affordable than this. But I love the scent. I love the packaging. You kind of twist it and then push your cotton round down and you can seal it, so it's great for traveling. I do recommend trying this. I think it's good. And then I have 2 face wipes. This is the Ulta Beauty On The Go Cleansing Makeup Remover Facial Towelette with flower extracts and aloe, and it is for normal skin. They have a normal skin and a sensitive skin version, but I don't notice any difference between the two. I talked about both of these wipes in more detail in my best and worst makeup remover wipes video that are also affordable and cruelty-free. I'll link it above. I wasn't impressed with these. I don't think they're that good, and kind of the same with the cucumber ones. This is just a travel size. I like the scent. I love the Yes to cucumber and coconut scents, but I don't really feel like this did anything special, and I wouldn't repurchase either of them. I have a deodorant one here. This is the Native deodorant in the citrus and herbal musk scent. I liked this scent much more than the rose and magnolia one that I had last time. I didn't like that scent at all. This was good. I think this is on the men's side of the website if you are looking for this scent. I don't know if it's seasonal or not. Really good. I like the Native deodorants. So far, they're one of the few natural and aluminum-free deodorants that actually work for me. However, I've been watching a lot of Dr. Dre, who is a dermatologist here on YouTube, and of course you shouldn't really take anything she says as like medical advice. If you want medical advice, you should actually go to your own doctor. But she's been talking about how there isn't really any evidence at all that aluminum products affect you in any way. But that kind of made me think, like, I don't know, I hear people make these claims and then I don't actually do any research to back them up, so I don't even know. I don't know what to think anymore. I know it's different if you have like an autoimmune disease. I know some people, even someone on YouTube who she has like an autoimmune disease and she has other medical conditions, and her doctor recommends that she uses aluminum-free deodorants. I think I'm gonna ask my dermatologist next time I go in for a checkup. I go in once a year for like a mole checkup anyway, so I'll just ask her when I see her, and in the meantime I'll just use natural ones just in case. I liked it and I would repurchase. There's some other scents from this website that I want to try, and I think Andrea Mattiano, she has a coupon code so you can get 10% off. It's in her spring favorites video, I believe, so just check that out if you want a coupon. It has free shipping and returns too, which is really nice, so you don't really have anything to lose if you do want to try them, and I would repurchase. I already have. I have a body perfume here. It's a little mini. It's the Toka brand, and it is the Stella fragrance, and I really liked this a lot. I have a lot of these little mini Toka fragrances to work my way through, but it has a very like citrusy scent to it, but it's sophisticated and it lasts longer than most citrusy fragrances. I really enjoyed this. And also I think Toka is cruelty-free, but I think compared to other perfumes that you could find at Sephora, this one's relatively affordable for a full size, so I might consider buying a full size of this in the future once I use up all of the other mini rollerballs that I have. And the very last one is disgusting. It's from Sea Booth, and it's their Original Bath and Body Oil. Number one, I've had this for like 2 years, sitting in my shower. There is a teeny little bit left in the bottom, but it is unusable at this point. I don't like this. I never really liked it. I don't like the smell. It was very thick. You would put it on your skin and it would just kind of stick around and you would feel it on your skin until you washed it off the next time you showered. I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was moisturizing. For how thick it was, I didn't think it actually did anything for my skin. I'm using the coconut beautifying oil from the Body Shop right now. I really like that, but it's expensive. So if you have any body oils that you would recommend that are affordable, more affordable than the Body Shop one, let me know. I'd love to try it. Even though there's a tiny little bit left, I can't use it anymore. I just can't. I force myself. Once I hit the halfway mark, I forced myself. I was like, you know what, just use it up. But I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. So this one is getting thrown away. And if you can't tell, I would not repurchase it. Let me know if you used up anything this month, or if you've used up anything recently that you definitely would repurchase because you loved it, or you definitely wouldn't repurchase it because it was awful and it was terrible. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!